Patrick Williams put that 225-pound body on him.
First points of his official career, and there's Trae Young knocking down to do. Young, the step back, that's a three, and he knocks it down. Wow. Second, Collins left it short, and it's run down by Trae Young, beating White, and he sinks a three.
Kobe's got to get that. You got to.
So Wendell Carter Jr.'s back in with Levine having to go to the bench. Young cans another one. This kid's something else right now. White fighting through the screen, trying to stick with Trae Young, who steps back and buries another one.
But then I can act like, oh, and then I can say the answer. But you just stumped me all the way, and then you called me out.
Trae Young hits his first three of the game.
Detroit. Trae backs up, fires, hits the three. Trae has been sensational. The Bogey and Herter, Capella Reddish on the bench. But Trae working with Collins, and he nails the three-pointer.
That was really bad defense by the bigs. Did not help the guard.
Delivery by Kevin Durant, and Joe Harris, because of his presence on the three-point line, has found a lot of back cuts.
A hoist from Young, straight away three in the fourth quarter. Young using the screen out front from Collins. He'll take the jump shot, and he drains it from long range. Really hurt Brooklyn. And quickly, Trae Young can get going.
Bit too.
8-7 Cavs. Trae from deep. First. Trae with the bomb, and he connects. So good D, straight up and down by Solomon Hill. Bogdanovich kicks. Trae for three, and the lead. Trae launching, connecting. Trae gets that three to go. Tipped out, but Trae claims it. Trae with a deep three. Trae from the corner. Bingo. That's 26 for Trae.
I don't know how you lose.
Collins this time trying to work against Covington. Good sign for the Blazers. Jones Jr. back in the lineup. Young splashes a deep three.
Well, before Damian Lillard. 2 summers ago out of Texas Tech. He and Hunter, of course, went head-to-head in the national championship game. Trae with a deep three.
I remember that. They were going at it. DeAndre Hunter did a great job of blocking.
As the guys mentioned, Minnesota playing without their leading scorer, Karl Anthony Towns, as Trae hits another big three. Up and a real pro, shooting 47% on his threes. Rhythm bounce for Trae. He comes back and gets a three of his own.
Well, Ellington with the little
corner bounce deep for Capella. No. Clint's getting it back. Firing is Trae Young, and that's good. Trae, a deep three, and a 6-point lead.
The Wolves shooting only 35% in this first half. See if they can rise that up a little bit to close things out. Trae Young, that's his first triple of the. Good to see Jalen out there. It's only his second appearance of the season. And Trae Young has just hit his second three of the game, and that's Capella, another rebound. Trae, that is deep. Had it for Herter. And the back tap into the hands of Trae Young, and Trae drills it from 30.
Make some plays as Nasri made that really nice dunk on Capella, which kind of got this thing started here.
Trae Young
is not letting off the throttle, though, is he?
Nope, he's got 33 now in the game. Recent, Anthony Davis had one a couple of years ago.
In 2018, Anthony Davis had one.
Trae Young, man. Trae Young is a 5-on-alarm fire. I'm stealing your line. Young for 40. He's got 40 points in the game. By blocks. And Trae Young now up to 40.
65-64 Hawks. Trae for three. That's good. Gallinari. Corner three for Trae. In the bucket, good for three.
Again, place where you need your favorite play. I like Collins and Trae. From deep.
Got
yes.
it.
How you like me now?
Atlanta by three. Off the Capella screen. Bingo. Three-pointer for Trae Young.
Went right back to it.
Tie game at 65. Trae will launch over Kyrie and connect. On a 9-0 run for Brooklyn. Trae.
Count all three of those.
That is a three-point.
Have your antennas up and be alert if you're the Wizards, and watch out for post-ups for Hunter by Atlanta.
Trae Young knocks down the three off the pick. Young.
Well, the defense doesn't drop off. It actually gets better with Cam Reddish, and he's starting to make himself known as a 3-and-D guy in this league as a three for Trae Young goes in.
Trae Young for three. And he just got fouls gone. Here's Trae Young for three. That snaps the run, and that's a big three by Trae Young.
That was tough.
Oh, Trae Young with the crossover and the three again. His fourth.
98-94 Lakers. Trae on the edge of the logo for three.
You got the defense running at you, and you kind of rushed that shot.
Porzingis 30% on threes. Trae dials one in from deep. Trae pulls a deep bomb. Left it short. Again, good this time.
Yeah, step in a little bit.
15-109. And a turnover.
Oh, very.
Trae for three.
That's right. It was a foul.
Yeah,
I stand corrected.
Yes,
We got it covered. Great camera work, guys. Thank you. Trae, a long one.
Oh,
Good.
man, dropped him off and looked him off.
Trae.
Oh, my goodness.
Where did that one come from?
I think both these teams kind of have the same mindset defensively to run the ball out of their best players' hands. Trae Young knocks out.
Creeps out on Young. Now a switch. And a long three. And bumping into Young is Porzingis. Another way out there three. Like in orbit. 21 points. 5 dimes. Uh-oh. 118-1.
Trae gets it back. Side step to get a look and drills the three. 9% this season. San Antonio 26-20. Long one for Trae.
Rose trying to stay with Trae Young. He's done a good job on him so far. Young finds a little spot. Three-pointer's good.
But he has to go over the top of the screen. Can't go behind. That was a very clever shot. Young lets it fly and rattles it home.
And really good read by Trae Young. I thought he was.
Herter off the catch, unable to get the quick release. That's not true for Young.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know.
Young gets a look at a long three and sticks it.
That is tough. I don't know what you can do defensively with a guy making a shot.
Gets the dribble back. Takes the shot and throws it.
Those are the little things that people are going to recognize.
Young showing that range, knocks down a three. Roger Celtic lead 17. Young knocks down a three.
Peyton Pritchard's got to.
Gets it back from Gallinari, gets the dribble again. Takes a three and nails it, and it's a 9-point game.
To find you.
Trae for three. strips the cords with his first three-pointer. Now Clint Capella on the rebound to Trae Young. Deep three on the move is good. Timeout Denver. Back. Trae from the sideline. Good. Wow, what a three by Trae.
There's no staying within their game and like they did in the first quarter.
Nice step back. Good again. Wow, he is some kind of hot.
And he has a dozen points. Each starting backcourt is combined for 34 points, make it 37 for the visitors as Young.
He's put together a marvelous year.
A deep bomb from Trae, nothing but net. First bucket of the night for Boston. He has not yet played a second game in a back-to-back series. Trae good again. Boy, he is on fire early.
Well, they're switching on Trae, and that's a mistake. Can you switch a big?
8-point lead. Good start here on the second night of a back-to-back. Hawks trying to win their first from the logo. Got it. Trae Young dialed in.
Have to take care of possessions.
Yes, indeed. Let them earn all the points they get.
Trae will take a long one and hit it.
Wow, man. Now that I give him a nice score for that.
Okay. Nice,
Trae for three.
Yeah.
It was about time for Trae to.
Oh, Maladone gets inside.
But it just speaks for how unselfish he is as Trae Young lines up one from deep defensively.
Fifth player for the Thunder to get into double digits. And Young realizes that he's wide open momentarily, has to hoist. Off again. Hill the rebound. Outside Young. Third opportunity. That one is good. And it
against Rudy Gobert inside versus using Achua, who'd be maybe a little more undersized, but he has come out on fire. First bucket there.
This is Achua, who has a 10-point, 5-rebound first half. Meanwhile, it was the 6th assist for none. And there's Trae Young. Gives you an idea how quickly that 6. So for all their struggles, they're just 6 points down. Trae Young. Yikes. That was from way out. Trae Young fires a 3. Got it. Well, no matter what kind of. Iguodala, none up top. Long one from he. Oh, Trae Young hit a long one. That's 2 threes now with 5:23 left. An 8-1 run for Atlanta. Another 3 on the way, and it's good. Trae Young delivers.
He's got 7 points for the Magic already.
A lot of concern for Vucevic. Help being there, giving Chief a little bit of room.
Long 3 by Young is good. Magic lead late in the first. Young backs it out, shoots over Vucevic. Good again for 3.
That was pretty clever.
For Collins, he missed, but an offensive rebound for Herter. Gallinari to Young. He'll fire a long 3. It's good. And the lead is down to still a 5-point Orlando lead. Young open for 3. Got it. Oh, goodness. Miscommunication.
Draft is wanted, obviously, and offensive rebounding a factor. 3 of them already for Atlanta, leading to 5 points. And
Young delivers the 3.
Well, you see his creativity. Finish
over to Gallinari. Cut off by the presence of Lowry. Back up top. Here's Young from distance, and it's 33 now for
Holmes. Had nowhere to go with that pass, and Herter says, "I'll take that."
That's just
Trae stop and pop 3.
That's just poor basketball.
Trae with a bomb and nails it. Wow.
Where I knew that's too much room.
Now, this is a Sacramento team that is last in the league in points allowed. And there is another basket. Trae on the tip of the logo. Drains it.
Well, you knew that to the basket, got an easy layup. And that's what you got to do when you're struggling shooting the ball.
Yes, sir. He's not struggled shooting it. Step back 3. Trae Young's first 3 of the night. Time with Houston earlier this year and signed by the Cavaliers, playing in his second game. Trae Young.
The Rockets have done a good job of shutting down his scoring. Watch out.
Oh.
Trae with the sidestep three. That's good.
They knocked down that first shot now.
Rebound.
Well, every drive to the basket for OKC has been challenged, and it's forced them to take a tough shot.
Oh, Trae is on it early.
First quarter, a deflection, but recovered by Atlanta. Young, a deep three, very comfortable in that position, and he knocks it in.
It's like no.
Paul's kudos to him, and Mike, you were on top of that from the word go with LaMelo Ball. You saw him go down shaking that wrist the other night.
So I guess the obvious question is, will that cost him the opportunity in that layup mode?
Clippers just 6 of 20 from the field in the second quarter. Trae Young knocks down the triple again. This line for Kennard, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists in 11 minutes. Oh, a big three by Trae Young. That goes one way or the other. That's either a
adjustment. When Trae Young winds up with the ball and the shot clock running down, there's a breakdown. Bad breakdown that time between Senior and
Kennard getting some of what he gave in that first half.
Trae Young, deep three.
6-1, which for all short people in the world makes you happy. He bottoms that three right there.
You can't leave him like that.
Well, Barton, we mentioned 5 points in the last 2 games. He's already got 7 tonight, as that three is registered. TV and NBA TV as Trae Young launches. Now, Trae Young gets 3 tonight. 8 points, 7 rebounds so far. Young going to try it again. That's good. He's got to get up on that screen. He can light it up.
From the field, Bogdanovich was able to shake loose, kicks it across to Trae Young, knocks down his first 3 of the night.
All he needs is one.
Got one. Bogdanovich. Oh, he had the 3. Young fires, and he drains it.
His first 3 of the game.
Yep. Young, after missing. Young for 3. He's just done everything.
Trae works off the solo screen.
What?
Takes the 3. Swish! Good to see early. He's been bothered. Had Atlanta 12
Trae
and 9
is wide
at home,
open.
and takes the bomb and nails it.
Well, the one guy you do not want to leave is Trae Young.
Trae backs up for 3. Got it.
Just a nice one-on ball. And the Hawks, if they swing it a little bit quicker, I mean, they had some open shots there. It's Trae Young on a deep 3. Bang!
What is with the three-point shooting tonight? 15 this Atlanta team.
Yes.
They are 10-1 when they score 120 or more. And it drops in for Trae, and that's a 3. Boy,
well.
Trae near the logo, 10 in a row.
Saturansky has been wide open on a couple threes. He doesn't feel comfortable in taking that shot.
Deep bomb for Trae is good.
Did their work, did their job.
There's the point to the paint. Now bombs away from Trae, his first 3 of the game.
Expected that he's a little rusty. Doesn't have the rhythm that you would think.
Trae. Oh, wow, what a shot. 2-point clock. Inside of 10 now. Trae back to John Collins. Back to Trae. He'll launch from near the logo. Swing!
Well, that's a dagger.
At 11-5. Trae, topside 3. Bullseye. With these young players, because if they do, he will turn this franchise around in Orlando. 3 ball.
No good. He thought he got tripped up. Here comes Trae Young.
And there's Capella in the paint again.
And a 3-pointer is good.
3 by Embiid. Sixers keeping the Hawks at arm's length.
Wow.
Yep, and that's what he does. He ends through the heart of it, 2 of his 16.
And what do we say offensively to attack the zone? You split the gaps. Wow.
Out in the air again. He is lucky.
Trae at mid-floor with 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly and drills the 3.
Well, Kobe.
Trae will launch. Boy, is he on it tonight or what? Over to John.
Well, that ball should have went to Bogey immediately. He was open on that shot, but there's Trae Young.
And good again. Left. Trae will pull a quick three and nail it. What a shot. Gentlemen, a lot of one-on-one basketball.
Well, yeah, that big guy doesn't get any looks at the basket.
Trae, nothing but net from three.
And it was a sweet drive, too.
10 straight by the Hawks. They are 17 games better through 67 games than they were a year ago as Young cans a three.
That's one thing I would teach or tell the young fellas is stay active with your offhand.
Trae with a bomb. Three, nothing but net. First 31% three-point shooter this year. Trae for three. Got it.
Well, you know.
Here comes the screen from Okongwu. Trae trying to nail a three and does. Big shot for Trae. Okongwu comes up with it. Trae. Why not?
Oh, you're going to give him that? I mean,
well, so far here in game one, there's Jamal Crawford, someone who knows what this place feels like. Former Knick. Trae Young from way outside.
In game one, Nerlens Noel played in 24 minutes, but an ankle injury, and he never came back at the end of the game as Young gets up a three and knocks down his first shot of three. Young and Capella, and now Young for three. Got it. Cash money, Trae Young. No.
And you know, once again, Bogdanovich was there. Guess what? He took away the driving lane.
Oh, long-range three from Trae Young.
17 and 7, well, it's been all these little things that added up. Not just one thing that culminated. Plus, if you have a guy like Trae Young, that can.
And you try to pass it out, there's no one there.
Trae for three. Dialed in. Oh, it got awful cold in here all of a sudden. Cross court to Bogey. Bullock on him. Trae from deep.
Well, I saw that coming right away. Derrick Rose relaxed and didn't think that Bogey was going to throw it back to him.
Points, 14 rebounds on the season. And Young with the steal, walks out to the three-point line. Butter.
That level of competitive spirit has got to be there at that size.
Got to have it, and got to have jumpers that are wet like that. Young.
I mean, yeah, he's like a Ferrari, but he's just learning how to drive that car, and that's scary. John Collins said the difference he's noticed in Trae as he just knocks down that shot is just.
Herter gets it into Collins, now Trae Young. Slams on the brakes. Bullock needs some new brake pads after that. Wow.
Over-under to make your picks and compete for a share of $5,000 in prizes.
See that
season. Step back by Young. Yes. A deep three for Trae next season. As Young fires from way downtown and takes a bound.
Shore up the turnovers and make the correct play.
Here he goes from deep, and on cue, Trae Young with a three-ball lead.
Excellent shooter behind the line, has the mid-range stop and jump shot.
Young, let's go again, and hits nothing but cord.
Look, this guy is now in that series. The home team has not won a game.
Oh, okay. Haven't seen anything like that, or much like that by Trae Young. 34 seconds to go here in the first half. Young to get the switch with Harris. A deep bomb! Oh, from way down. Trae Young, long three-pointer on its way, and good. Trae Young delivers a reversal of what we saw the first two games.
Well, I like what they're doing here right now. They're bringing bench guys, but they're leaving Simmons in there.
And there's Trae Young for three. First, the last two games after that great game one. Going to try one from the logo. That one goes down. But is it too late?
They have just carved up the Atlanta defense inside the red painted area.
Young with the deep three. 20.
Had 8 assists in game 3. It's a playoff career high for him. Open is Young. Over Simmons. Trae Young. Got a. And it starts with Embiid passing out of the double team. Now Trae Young gets some space. There's another one down for Young.
Travel that Philly has gotten away with, and then they converted on the basket. And Trae Young
kicks it. Young now. Simmons all over him. Late clock here. And a long 3 is good. Trae Young delivers a deep ball for Seth Curry. Nice find by Embiid. Young cashes one in.
And no offensive rebounds there for Philly.
That's a good point.
Both Simmons and Harris on the bench. Nice Trae! Another than 3 for Trae Young.
For 10 from the field, and he's 2 for 2 in the 3-ball. So he's feeling it.
Young from the logo. Oh, Young! Trae!
And then he struggled in game 5. But tonight, he's right back in that production mode.
There's Trae Young! Another deep triple. He's got 20. Here's Trae Young, 28 points, 11 assists. Young, another deep triple for Trae.
He's 4 for 7, and 2 of them have been quite a distance. Okay.
Timers at 5. Drives, tries to pull it back, getting bumped by Maxey. Young, let's go of it. Oh, he got it! Ice
shots. Bogdanovich back on the floor with Young. Young for 3. Got it. Trae Young with his first.
Embiid saw him in his peripheral vision, made him shoot that shot a little hard.
2.5 to go. Long 3 on its way. And Trae Young.
Young with a deep 3. Yes.
Just their second made
For the Bucks. Team defending on Young. Young loses him behind the screen from Capella and knocks down a 3.
Starting to warm up here, right?
With extraordinary games by Trae Young, and then upset the Sixers in 7. Winning game 7 in Philadelphia, and it's that man again, Trae Young.
So how are they going to find an answer for this man right here? Oh my goodness.
All right. Oh, no, he Young didn't. With a little shake on his shoulder, and hits the 3.
No, he didn't.
So here are the Hawks moving it back to the front court. Young for 3. Yes.
He's not going to stop shooting.
Here's Trae Young cutting to the top of the circle. Lopez right on him. Now Young with a deep 3. And I mean deep. Collins still time on the shot clock. 5 on the 24. Young wide open. No shimmy though. And hits.
But he shimmied afterwards. 14 points in the first quarter.
And again, it's Giannis picking him up defensively. And Young able to look.
Just another weapon for Young.
He's open in the corner. Had a lot of time again. And convert.
The last thing you need with Collins and the 4 fouls on the bench. Wow.
Again, a wide open shot. What's going on defensively? Young and Williams at the guards. Is Young for 3. And hits.